Hey everybody, it's Karen from Happiness is Homemade. Hope you all are having a wonderful day. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to make that 18-inch doll mermaid tail. To begin with, yarn. Today I am going to make a purple tail and a multicolored fin. And the yarn I'm using amethyst. I love this yarn. And this one is Red Heart Super Saver in Bonbon. You will need your eye hook or your 5.5 millimeter or whatever coordinates with the yarn that you will be using. You will also need some scissors, stitch markers, measuring tape, and a yarn needle. Okay, to begin, we are going to work in multiples of 6 plus 2. I already measured our doll, and it is 12 inches wide at the high waist, 11 inches long from the high waist to the past her toes. And so we are going to do a chain of 44. Now, if you need to make this bigger, again, we are working in multiples of 6 plus 2. Now I'm going to finish this chain of 44 and I will meet you back. Okay, so I have my chain of 44. What we're going to do is lay it down flat on a table so it doesn't curl because we will be working in the rounds. So what we are going to do is slip stitch into the first chain that you've made, yarn over the hook, and pull through, and that is your slip stitch. Now what we're going to do is chain 1, and we are going to do a single crochet into the first chain that we just did a slip knot. Another single crochet. Okay, just continue to make the single crochet into the chain 44 and I will meet you back here. Right, so now I have 44 single crochet, and what we're going to do is a slip stitch into the first chain right on top, yarn over and pull through again, and that is a slip stitch. Now I always chain a nice tight chain just in case. Chain 1 again. And now we are going to start our pattern. We are going to start with our 5 double crochet shell. How we're going to do that is skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, third stitch, we are going to yarn over the hook, insert it into that third, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now we are going to skip 2, 1, 2, single crochet, and let's skip 2 again, 1, 2, 5 double crochet, okay, skip 2, 1, 2, third one we are going to single crochet, and that is going to be our pattern. So now go ahead and work the single crochet, 5 double crochet, single crochet, 5 double crochet, and skip 2 in between. Okay, so that's our pattern. Now what we're going to do is work it in the round. I will meet you back here on the last shell. Okay, so now I'm at where I'm gonna place my last shell, and we are gonna skip 2, 1, 2, right here. We are gonna work our 5 double crochet, okay. And before I go ahead and continue, I am going to make sure that I mark this row. Okay, and you want to make sure that you have 8 shells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We did it right, so that yay. So after you marked your row right there, we are going to go ahead and start on our next round. And what we are going to do is make a single crochet into this shell right in the middle. So skip 2, 1, 2, single crochet into the 3rd double crochet. Okay, now we're going to skip 2, 1, 2. Now we're going to work the 5 double crochet into the single crochet that you've made in the other round. Okay, now we are going to skip 2 again, right in the middle here on the 3rd, do your single crochet. And again, we're going to continue that pattern. Skip 2, 1, 2, 5 double crochet, skip 2, 1, 2, right in the middle here on the 3rd post, right at the top, we are going to make our single, skip 2, and work the 5 again. And I will meet you back here. So now I am just going to go ahead and finish this last shell. Okay, so now we are going to go ahead and continue the pattern. 1, 2, onto the 3rd single crochet. Now let's go ahead and 1, 2, into this first. And the importance of our stitch marker is to tell where we started. We need to keep count because we are going to be making 11 rows of 5 double crochet. So we have made 2, and I will meet you at your 11th, right before the last shell. All right, so I am at the last shell in the 11th round. So I'm just gonna finish that up real quick. Okay, now I'm going to skip 2, 1, 2, into the 3rd. Going to make a single crochet. Now we are going to start to decrease, and we are going to do now 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Take your stitch marker. So I added my stitch marker on the beginning of my 4 double crochet shell. Now we are going to continue to skip 2, single crochet, and we are going to start our decrease, which is 4 double crochet into the single crochet on on the row below, round below. Again, because this shell right here is 5, we are still going to skip 2, 1, 2, and single crochet right here in the middle. And our next round we are going to change that because there is only going to be 4 double crochets. So I will meet you back to where my stitch marker is to show you exactly how we are going to continue to make our rows. Okay, so I just made my last 4 double crochet in this round. Instead of skipping to single crocheting 1, what we're going to do is skip 1 single crochet into that one and go on from there. That way it's evenly starting to decrease. 4, and again, I just made my shell. Now we are going to skip 1. It's underneath this part right here. So go into the second, single crochet, and you are going on making the 4 double crochet shells for a total of 5 rounds. So I will see you back here when we start our next decrease. Okay, so I just finished my last round of 4 double crochet. Now I skipped 1 and did my single crochet. Now we are going to go to the next part, and we are going to start our decrease, which is a shell of 3 double crochet. So there's 1. Okay, and skip 1, single crochet. Now, into the first top of the post of the shell that we made, we need to make sure that we mark where we started our decrease. All right. Now let's continue on in the round, making our 3 double crochet shells, skip 1, single crochet. I will meet you back here. Okay, so I just finished the first round of 3 of the shells of 3 double crochet. And now what I'm going to do is skip 1 single crochet and then start our pattern over again. Our shell stitch for a total of 5 rounds. So I am going to do that, and when we come back, I'll show you our next decrease. Okay, so I just finished the last of the round of 3 of the double crochet shells. Now what I'm going to do is do my single crochet after I skipped 1. Now we are going to start our decrease again. And that is going to be 2. So 1, 2. And what we are going to do is skip 1 and single crochet into the middle of the 3rd shell stitch. You're going to need to mark your first post of your 2 double crochet. For this round, we want to make sure after we're done doing our 2 double crochet shell, only for this round, we want to make sure we skip 1 and crochet right in the middle, like that. Okay, so continue going on. 2 double crochet, skip 1 and single crochet, and I will meet you back here where my stitch marker is. All right, so I just finished that round, and now I'm here at the stitch marker, and I'll continue to do the 2 double crochet into that single stitch from below. And now what we are going to do is single crochet into the first stitch, skip 1, double crochet, single crochet into the next stitch, skip 1 stitch, 2 double crochet. And we will continue to make these rounds for 4 rounds. So continue for 4 rounds. We already made 1 and we are on our second. So finish up the second row and make 2 more. And I will meet you back. So I just finished my last 2 double crochet stitch, and then I did my single crochet. Now what we're going to do is start the last decrease, and we're going to skip 1, double crochet, just 1 double crochet, and we are going to single crochet into the next. And make sure you mark your stitch of your beginning decrease. And now we're going to skip a stitch, skip a stitch, double crochet, single crochet, skip a stitch, double crochet, single crochet. Now just continue in the round and I will meet you back here. All right, so I just finished the round of the 1 double crochet, and now I am going to take my stitch marker out, single crochet into that next stitch. Now what we are going to do is try and fold it where my last single crochet is on the edge. Okay, now we're going to turn it, flip your work, and we are going to seal both of the sides by single crocheting along the edge. Okay, now that you're done with your single crochet, make sure you give it a good tug to make sure it's nice and sealed properly. Now we have our tail, but we are missing the fin. So let me show you how I do that. All right, so now we have our coordinating color, and we are going to make a chain of 20. What I'm going to do is yarn over the hook, insert it into this chain right here, okay, yarn over and pull through, and that's a half double crochet. So now just continue to do your half double crochet all the way through, and I will meet you down here. Okay, so now I am doing my last half double crochet, And what we are going to do is chain 1, turn your work, and in the back loop of this first half double crochet, we are going to yarn over, insert the hook in the back loop, pick up that piece of yarn, yarn over, and pull through. And I'll do it one more time. Yarn over, put the hook in the back loop, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, all 3. And do it again. Yarn over, insert the hook in the back loop, pull up, yarn over, and pull through. Okay, we are just going to continue to make these half double crochet in the back loop. And what you're going to do is stop right here before the last 2. Okay, so now I'm at my last half double crochet. And now we're going to chain 1, turn your work, yarn over the hook, insert the chain into this back loop, yarn over, pull up, and yarn over again and pull through. Yarn over the hook into the back loop, yarn over again, pull through. And what we are going to do is go ahead and continue that all the way through, even to here, and I will meet you back. Okay, now I'm at the last part. Make sure you are grabbing this loop right here. Don't forget it, so that way it can be straight. Chain 1, turn your work, and continue the half double crochet, stopping right here, skipping these 2 right here. And so you can see how it kind of works up, because like here's the edge of the fin, and it'll make like a scallop because you will just skip 2 every other row. Continue that until you have 13 rows. All right, so now I'm finishing up my 13th row right now. Chain 1, and we are going to make a double of this because you're only making half of the tail right now. Secure it. Now what we're going to do is go ahead and chain 20 again and do the same pattern over again for the 13. And when you make the other fin, we're going to sew it up right here. So make the matching pair to this, same exact way you made this one, and I will meet you back. Okay, so now I have my match. And what we are going to do is kind of match it up. Okay, now that you have your needle threaded, what we are going to do is take it and just sew these together. And you can go over your little tail here so you don't have to weave that in. And I like to go through the 2 chains. Now you could also do like a single crochet like I did on the tail part. All right, so just go ahead and stitch up your tail, and I'm not going to go all the way to the top, just right here. I'm skipping this last stitch right here. So now you can see this is our fin. Okay, so now we are just gonna go ahead and weave in. This is for a child, so you want to make sure that it's nice and secure. Okay. Keep a long tail on your needle. We're going to use it to just bring these in together so we can secure it to our tail. Okay, what we're going to do is just go ahead, and we're not going to do anything too crazy here because we're just trying to pull it together a little bit to make it look like a fin. And just run the needle in and out. So now it is, okay, now it's weaved in. And while you're holding on to the edge of it here, and the other edge, just make sure you pull in a little bit. Pull in on this side, this side. Right now, I think that looks pretty good. Okay, once you bring it in to where you like it, always kind of just take the tail and kind of see how you like it. If you want to bring it in a little bit more, bring it in. And then what I do is I tie it to the other tail over here. Okay, nice and secure. Yep, you can see that pretty well. Now go ahead and take where you had your and I give it a good couple of knots. Okay, and now I am just gonna weave in these little parts right here, and we will come back and attach the tail. All right, so now from the long string that we have from our tail portion, we are going to stitch together our tail to the fin. Okay, and I always like to make double sure that this is going to stay on. And now just go ahead and start sewing together. So you want to make sure that's nice and secure. Okay, so I did another stitch right here to secure it properly. What I usually do is do a little bit of weaving. Stick your hand in, be careful of the needle. Pull with your other hand. So here we go. There is our 18-inch mermaid tail. Make sure all of your ends are securely weaved in, nice and secure. As you can see, it is awesome. All right, now let's see if it fits. Okay, I tried it on my daughter's doll, and sure enough, it fits great. It looks really nice, and I hope you enjoyed making this as much as I do. I hope you all have an awesome day, And don't forget to subscribe. I'll have more videos and more tutorials, fun little chats, crafts, different things like that. So I hope you all have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Bye.